Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. If you are watching this live chat, let me just say that you might as well skip ahead to 5 minutes because I'm not going to start talking about the subject at hand until we're about 5 minutes in. This allows people to get in here. It allows the notifications that people seem not to get notifications on to actually get in here. It allows me to address people that's going to be in here, to say hello and all that good stuff. So again, if you are here right now in the live chat, I'm not going to get into this until 5 minutes. This allows you guys to get in here and speak, say hello, yada yada, peanut butter, all that. And we got Hammer Slag in here. What is going on, Hammer Slag? Wait for a few more people to get in here. I'm gonna wait for my generals to arrive. Also, they might be in here already, lurking. Bestie, Betsy Clinton, how you doing? Daniel Martz, hello. Graham's here. Nathan Ingram, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Sunny, hey, long time no here. Rico's Rockin' Kitchen, what's going on? Diane Bricker, Jennifer, what's going on? Junebug, Languth, what's going on? Oh, I know. That's why I usually try to wait 5 minutes before I actually get into this because people are not being notified. I don't think that's by accident. I don't think it's by accident at all. I'm always doing well, just passing through. Appreciate it. Joshua, how are you? Hopefully all you guys are doing well. Hello to all 40 people that are in here right now. Good evening to you all. Depending on what side of the pond you on, good midday to you all. I'm not going to get into this till about a good 5 minutes into it. So we got about a good 3 minutes because that will allow folks to get in here and allow, I guess it's gonna, I'm allowed for like notifications and all that to go out as well. What in the world, Matt? Diane Bricker said, I got my notification. Okay. Sonny said it was just random. I caught this. Yeah, a lot of people. I would say about, I would probably say about 80% of the people that are subscribed to me are saying that they're not getting notifications. Loving that you do your music reactions and also have an open conversation about what is happening in the world. Kudos. Junebug Langit. You have to check out my entire channel, dude. You would be like completely surprised. I do a ton of stuff on this channel. If you go to my channel, when you get to it, click on the word playlist. You're going to see all the different things that I cover, all these different topics, all these different things I do. Renee says she just now got hers. Is there a specific schedule? Sonny, no, not really. I'm not like Tatum and ABL and all them. I don't do this full time, so I can't say. I actually go to work, work full time. I preach, so I do a lot of different stuff. So I can't necessarily say. I can't necessarily say that I can say when I'm gonna be scheduled. It'd be cool if I can do this full time. That would be awesome. Okay, so if you let me give y'all some disclaimers right now before we get into the 5 minute for the ones. He said, what? You got a job? Man, been having a job since I was 12. Not this job, but you know. So no, man, I can't survive off they know almost everything I get on do on here is demonetized. So there ain't no way I'll be able to survive off of YouTube. Not like what I'm making, not what I'm getting paid from YouTube now. No way. No, not even close. I don't that's like let's just say this. If I didn't have a job and I was doing YouTube full time, I would easily qualify for food stamps and medical card and everything. So no, heck no, no way. It's amazing, ain't it? I'm one of those people to where I learned a lot from a lot of mentors of mine that are rich that taught me how to do investments, covered calls, different things like that. You get paid for speaking engagements, things like that. But I'm one of those people to where if I'm not sleeping, then I'm doing something. So And with that being said, we're counting down to 2, 1, 0, and we are 5 minutes in. Hello, if you skipped ahead to 5 minutes, good deal. Let me first just go ahead and say this. If you are watching this tomorrow, which is September the 25th, if you are watching this on September the 25th, you won't be live. Live happened yesterday on September the 24th. You are not live if you are here on September the 25th. Okay. Also, with that being said, the ones that are in here right now in this live chat, if you are on a computer and you want to leave a comment to me, make sure on a computer that you put the @ sign and start to spell out modern. When you start to spell out modern, the computer will automatically fill it in for you. Okay. When it fills it in for you, hit enter. Type in your message, hit enter again. If you are on a tablet or a phone, put the @ sign and then put capital MRM, tap out your message. Hopefully I can catch it. So anyway, you guys seen the other day when I did my analysis on finally speaking up about Breonna Taylor and everything it didn't tell. Now, I'm pretty sure, no, I didn't get 100% everything that needed to be done and said in there because people, it made a lot of people hot. It made a ton of people really, really mad, which I expected that. So I had a lot of people that wanted to make it known to the world that they were unsubscribing to me, and that's completely fine. That's their choice to do what they want to do. It's their button to click and all that. But to make it announced, I don't understand the whole idea behind it. It's almost like they're saying, like, you know how little kids been playing. It was like, you're not my friend no more. I'm not playing with you anymore. And you're like, oh, okay. And then they get mad because I'm kind of like, oh, okay. You know, so anyway, I told them, how come people don't announce when they do subscribe, but you want to announce when you unsubscribe? It's seriously, look, it's your life, it's your decision. You don't have to be on board with this channel. This channel, I said it from the beginning, this channel serves as a hospital for some people. Some people, you just here for the ER, you get diagnosed, you get treated, you go home. Some people might need a longer stay, then you go home. This channel can serve as a halfway house for some people. They may need to be here for a little bit longer than they off. It may serve as a means of being like a temporary stay. For some people, it may be a vacation. But my whole point in saying all that is that I'm not going to have no ill will towards you. I'm not going to be mad or upset with you because you decide to unsubscribe. I know for a fact that compared to Jesus, I will never be perfect. And I don't plan on ever trying to strive to be perfect in man's eyes, Therefore, if I already know that I will never be perfect, I'm not going to try to be perfect to please the masses. But what I am going to do is I'm going to remain true to myself. And I'm going to always search out truth for myself. I'm always going to think for myself. And if that makes anybody mad and makes them want to unsubscribe, hey, I wish you well and good health along your journey. Hope you find what you're looking for, whatever you do. Hope you have a great life. But I'm not going to be upset with you. It's your choice. So anyway, with that being said, wow, Sonny, you've been away for a while. Sonny, if you go back to some videos about, man, dude, if you go back to go back to like June or July. My hair was way lower than this. It's starting to grow back a lot more now, but man, yeah, you way behind. We want you to quit your job and run for president. Hammer Slag, yeah, go ahead and write that check for about, let's see, write me a check for about, I would say, let me see, to my budget, to sustain me for the year, I say you need to write me a check for about $138,000. You do that, I'll quit my job and I'll do YouTube full time. And yeah. All right. Why can't people agree to disagree? Because people don't know. Christy, to be honest with you, I don't really think that people really know how to do that. I really don't think that people know how to agree to disagree. It needs to be something that actually needs to be taught, like critical thinking and how to actually have a conversation, and debate where two different people have two different ideas. They see things two different ways. But just because somebody disagrees with you doesn't make them your enemy. And I think too long, that's how we've been trained to think. We've been trained that if nobody sees it my way or does it my way and think my way, then they're my enemy. I don't think of it that way, though. Somebody disagrees with me, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, one of us is wrong. But as of right now, I feel that I'm right about this, and I'm going to stick to that. If you feel that you're right about what you feel you're right about, stick to that. Now, since we both know that we're not going to convince each other who's right, we just leave that alone. It's that easy. But people don't know how to do that, though. Okay, let's see. Hammer Slack said we won't miss them. I will subscribe again. Okay. Bestie Clinton said, good for you. Let's see. I came here to get enlightened, says Diane Bricker. Cool beans. I come for truth and you deliver. Thanks for that. Some of us just like you, says David Jones. Cool beans, cool beans. Hi, MRM. It's been a long time since I chatted. It's good to hear you. I love your channel and the opinions and reactions. Lawrence Santana, thank you. Matt Beckman said, I don't know why the boyfriend who didn't identify his target can't be charged with wanton endangerment, just like the cop who didn't identify his. Matt Beckman, I totally agree with you on that. And I think I said in my video the other day, that why isn't the boyfriend being talked about at all? I said it. He is responsible for her getting killed. People want to sit here and somebody try to say some things to me like today, like, dude, what if somebody kicked in your door and came to your house? You will be shooting too. No. Yes, I told him, okay, I'll roll with that. If somebody kicked my door in right now, yes, I will pull out my gun and I will start shooting. Yes. But if somebody beat on my door and I actually have that in the report of the police saying that somebody knocked on the door, beat on the door, and I got up and went towards their way and they beat on the door again, and then all of a sudden the door got kicked in and I start shooting. Come on now. Like I said, it's real easy. Somebody beat on your door. There's something that a lot of people do. They go, who is it? If somebody beat on my door right now, first of all, my dog is going to bark. I know they didn't have a dog, but my point is, look, staying in the hood. My mom would work nights sometimes. Me and my brothers had to stay at home. She would tell us nobody should be coming to this house at all. Even if it was one of my mom's associates or one of my mom's friends, nobody is supposed to be coming to this house. If somebody knock on that door, we all stay away from the door and we don't answer. If they knock on it again, we'll say, who is it? Isn't that the thing you do? Y'all remember when people used to do that? Somebody knock on your door, you go, who is it? You don't even go to the peephole and look out of it. We didn't have a peephole where we lived at anyway. But my point is, we would say, who is it? If they don't answer, then I'm going to have, look, I said, who is it? I'm pretty sure the police would have been like, it's the police. Open up. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's what I'm saying. That excuse goes out the door. But what I really am really, really good at doing is keeping myself set on the facts at that hand and keeping myself not being deterred from what you're trying to get me to do. See, here's the thing. That which you focus on, you will go towards. It's just like this. Y'all know the story about, a lot of y'all don't. But anyway, it's a story in the Bible about Jesus walking on the water, and he told Peter to step out on the boat and walk. Peter was walking on water, but then Peter only began to sink when he did what? He took his focus off Jesus, began to look at everything else that was going around. He started looking at the waves and hearing the wind and everything. And once he did that, he started to sink in the water because his focus got taken off the very thing that kept him afloat. And also, it's another thing we know that is proven with the body that the race car drivers are taught that if they are losing control, they're taught to look to the center of the track, because if they look to the center of the track, the body will correct itself and take them in the direction that they're focusing on. So the reason why I say that is because people try to do the same exact thing when you're debating. What they like to do is this. So for instance, let's just say I'm hitting them with all these facts. Boom, 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 boom. And then they try to deter from the facts and say, well, they did. I don't care what you say. Shooting 7 times is excessive and they need to be responsible. No, wait, why are we talking about how many times she got shot? Why aren't we talking about why she got shot? We're talking about why she got shot. Come back. Boom, right here. Why she got shot. The boyfriend shot a police officer in the femoral artery, which the police officer is lucky to have his life. Working in medicine, you get shot in the femoral artery, 3 minutes probably tops before you bleed out and dead. So that police officer is fortunate enough to not to be dead. Why isn't the boyfriend being hit for attempted murder? Possible involuntary attempted murder. Why is he being charged for that? I thought when you shoot at a police officer, or if you shoot a police officer, that's actually a felony. Last time I checked, it was. Oh, well, he didn't know it was the police. Okay, we'll give him that. But at the same time, you should be getting the same type of charges like Matt Beckman said. You should be getting the same charges that the police officer got. You shot a gun out of a door or shot as they came in, whatever. Don't know the full details or the real truth to all that is that if he was going If he shot the gun through the door and hit the officers, but I was told, and what from the report says that when they came in the door, he fired his gun off. And then again, the whole John Jillick, here it is. Some people say, well, look, Ty, for her to get $12 million, that's like, something is not right. I thought it was just crazy that they was getting $12 million in the first place. So if there is some type of cover up, some type of some type of inconsistent data or something that's out there, then yeah, that would be completely wrong. I myself was kind of surprised. Now, reason why she got it because of wrongful death is what they're saying. Now, I don't know what really goes on behind closed doors, a lot of stuff, but I'm almost sure something is up for them to have to pay that out. Like, if they charging that for a wrongful death, but at the same time, why isn't the boyfriend being, or her friend, since people are, it's not her boyfriend, it's her friend, why isn't he being held responsible? That's what I'm saying. Why? So pretty much they got $4,000 per officer. I mean, $4 million per officer. So here's the thing. You read the report, go on TatumReport.com. You can see it on there. They had a no-knock warrant. And that's all people want to focus on. They had a no-knock warrant. I mean, what do you need a no-knock warrant for? I mean, but they knocked on the door. Now, see, that kills it for you right there. Then somebody, look, I had to sit there. I don't know what this person's name is, but I'm not going to call him out like that. Here's the thing. They start talking about why in the world would police want to do raids that late at night anyway? Why would they want to do things like that? Who cares? You want to know the real die? I told y'all, I have no shame in this. I have no shame talking about cousins, uncles, aunts, brothers, cousins. My family, I told y'all, I had no shame. Killers, robbers, thugs is the life that I came up under with my family. I'm telling you, I, as a young kid, was probably in 3 raids. Not because I was involved in what was going on, the drugs and all that, but because my relatives was involved in it. So I told this person one time that it had to be like around 11. I know it was real late because me and my friends were playing Nintendo or something like that. And I know for a fact it was past 11 o'clock that we were up playing Nintendo. I can remember the game that we were playing blatantly. We were playing Super Mario 3 is what we were playing. Mario 3, when Mario had the little foxes. And I remember us playing Nintendo. Them dudes came through the front door and the back door, and there was a side door in the house. They came busting stuff in, yelling, get on the ground, all this stuff like that. We dropped on the ground. We freaking out. We scared. Matter of fact, when they finally had us down on the ground, they made us sit up and all that. They asked us what's our name. I remember me and my cousin, we didn't even know what our names was. We were so shook up and so freaked out and so scared. I didn't even know what my name was. And that was around 11:30. So with this whole person saying this whole thing like, well, why do they need to come there? You want to know why they need to come there? Because they know most likely, and it's the truth, that most criminals' guards are down that time of the night. During the day, it's too much stuff that's going on. For one, you got to look out, like neighbors and all that, who might call you and say, hey, they surrounding your house right now. I'm just letting y'all know they're surrounding you. They do it during the day. I have family members that got it raided different hours of the day. I have a family relative that got raided like at 3 o'clock during the day. I got a family relative that got raided like at 5 a.m. I got a relative. I mean, one of the other raids that we were in, it had to be around 6 p.m. when there was a raid in one of my cousins or uncles. I'm just telling you, one of my relatives' house in the city that they did it during the day. So this whole thing of, well, why they have to come? Why are you steady trying to deflect from the real reason of why she is dead? The real reason why she is dead is because her boyfriend shot through that door. As a child, I'm talking, I have to be between, let me say, I'm going to say between 10 and 12-ish, 3 raids that I was in as a kid. 3 raids, okay? Out of those 3 raids, not one of my family members got shot. Not one of my cousins got shot. Nobody got shot. Now, people got handcuffed and went to jail. I mean, when we were kids, so they just pretty much had us go sit down somewhere while a police officer, they made us go in a room and sit down, whatever like that, while the police officer stood there. Well, when the police officer SWAT, while they stood there, where he stood there with his gun, he had his gun down and he did like this. And he talked to us, asked us how we were doing, all that good stuff. But nobody in our family got killed. Now, some people got manhandled because they was trying to run. They got tackled and all that. So again, they didn't knock. Why would they knock? What they gonna knock for? And it's just the flat out truth. My family knows what I do. They know what I stand for, what I do currently right now. I talk about this. I don't say none of the names because it's nobody's business when this stuff happened. But my point is, they sit there and they support me what I do on this channel when I talk about the real deal, the real things that happen. So I'm just trying to figure out. Here it is. I know what my family did. Criminals, okay? They didn't even argue. Man, why y'all coming at it? Why y'all had to bust us at 11:30 at night? Why y'all? Oh no, why y'all had? Come on, you doing? My family was doing criminal things. There was all kind. There was man. There was cocaine in places. There was marijuana in places. Us kids, we couldn't like go past the kitchen and downstairs in the basement, anything like that. But you know, as a kid, a lot of times where the bathroom was in one of my uncle's houses, whenever we would have to go to the bathroom, you had to walk past this particular area where we saw all the drugs and stuff on the table. I mean, they were doing the things there. So, and then one of the other crack houses, whatever, like that, it was drugs everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And as a kid, you looking and you just walking by, whatever, like that. But what I'm saying is that why try to deflect? Why try to deflect away from why Breonna Taylor is dead? And you trying to sit there and talk about the time of the day that they did it. If that ain't about the crazy stuff, that's what I'm saying. I don't fall for that stuff like that. I don't fall for it like they did with Jacob. Like, oh, they didn't have to shoot him this many times. If they shot him once, what would you say? If you okay, well, then you would have said they didn't have to shoot him in the back at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's always going to be somebody trying to say, well, they didn't have to, they didn't have to, they didn't have to. But what's funny right now is that if you can't understand, you can't see with your eyes of what actually really is going on, where people that are actually doing criminal activity are being praised or being protected somehow. Now, there is a such thing as criminal justice. Like I said, got a ton of family members that are criminals that had criminal defense lawyers, sat in some of the hearings. Okay. So been around the block, folks. And I didn't ask for this life that I grew up in, but the thing is, I'm glad that I actually experienced it because I'm able to speak on these things. When people want to come with they ain't never lived. A lot of folks ain't never lived this life, never been about this life, but just got all the answers to it. Now, the one police officer that they said that fired into different departments, that's crazy. I don't know that right there. I don't know what he was shooting at other homes, whatever. I don't know. I do not know. Only that officer knows the answer, and that's why he got charged. But the other officers that shot towards his way, I don't know. People saying things. I don't know if it's true, people. I'm just telling y'all. There were people that said things like the guy used her as a shield because he didn't get hit once. Whatever. So it's all kind of only person that knows the truth is probably her and she's dead. But the guy, I feel that he knows the truth too, but he's just not going to say it. But again, Breonna Taylor lost her life, but I don't, like I told y'all, I look at things a lot of ways that my Savior looks at me. I know that we've seen different people talk about the situation, and a lot of people, excuse me, what a lot of people do is, I know that Breonna Taylor was involved in a lot of stuff. I know that she was involved in a lot of stuff. Drug deals. Somebody got killed in the car that was rented out. I know she was involved in a lot of stuff. But even if we take all of that away, let's say that the lie that the news made Breonna Taylor to be, let's just say if she was this precious angel. Let's just say if she was this EMT. Let's just say she was somebody that actually fed the homeless, whatever. The whole point when it comes down to it, she was with someone who shot at the police. And because of that, that's why she lost her life. Now, that just erases everything you want to say bad about it. If you want to talk about her past, still, no matter what, the reason she is dead is not because the police officer shot her. She is dead because the boyfriend shot the police officers and they returned fire, and she was caught in the crossfire again. Because it makes me sick that a radio station, the Steve Harvey Morning Show, it doesn't surprise me. But this one I want to get at. This is what I'm getting at right now. Let me see. I'm at the 24-minute 15 mark, so I can make this a chapter. I find it so interesting that me doing what I'm doing, researching things, getting facts, learning my history, showing other individuals that look just like me, who had a lifestyle like me, pulling them out of the ghetto, pulling them out of the hood. Now I also have to break them of a hood mentality and a ghetto mentality, and this this mentality that they have from being in the hood, this spending mentality, to get them away from that. I do that and create better lives and help create better lives for folks that look just like me, who came from situations like me, and they call me a sellout. Let me just throw this in there. From what I've been seeing with a lot of people who are considered role models, like celebrities, and y'all y'all want to call me a sellout. See, for you to be a sellout, that means somebody bought you. Correct me if I'm wrong. Love LeBron James, sellout. I love Steve Harvey, but what I'm seeing right now, complete sellout. Beyonce, sellout. So my point is, those people, from what they're doing right now and how they're speaking out and saying what they're saying, knowing that this stuff is clearly in your face. I mean, Helen Keller can see it. Wrong. I mean, she can see it. But for the fact that they are speaking out like they are right now, lets me know easily they are bought on the streets or even in prison. I have uncles and cousins that went to prison. They let me know how they know that a dude, whoever, a guy in prison has been punked. When you've been punked in prison, that means you are somebody else's man, or you somebody else, you they be. You know what I mean? And the reason why he know, because let's just give an example. I had a cousin that him and one of his good boys, they went to prison together. And while in prison, you know, he noticed that after like about a good 2 months in, his buddy who got busted with him wasn't speaking to him. Barely was making eye contact with him. He like, hey man, what's going on here? So what he found out is that he belongs to somebody else. Right? So what am I getting at? The fact that you cannot look at these matters that's going on right now and see the truth out of it, and the only thing you're doing is a shame. We're being lynched. I mean, I'm not surprised. Breonna Taylor, my queens, I love y'all. What? I mean, it's like, did LeBron James not see what everybody else saw? But no, I know what it is. Hey guys, keep this black thing going. Since the NBA consists of 90% black people, keep this black thing going. Do Black Lives Matter? Yeah, y'all better do it, because 90% of the NBA is black people, which means you are owned by somebody that's most likely white, that's telling you what to do and keep this whole thing going, to make it seem like there's this huge thing against us. Okay, how come nobody's looking at the NBA and say the NBA has institutional racism? NBA has systemic racism because 90% of people that's in the NBA is black. Anyway, yeah, I'm just throwing it in there. So my point is, though, is that lets me know about the way that they all are speaking out against this without having no facts behind it, lets me know that they're bought. Just because they are celebrities and they have millions upon millions of dollars don't mean that they are intellectually sound. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know why people think that because a person is a multimillionaire that it instantly makes them intelligent or smart. It doesn't. Okay, thanks for the super chat here, James Burlow, who says she was not innocent. She was under surveillance for weeks. They had an arrest warrant for her. They were there for her too. Absolutely right. Go to the Tatum report. You will see it there. Now, lethal and non-lethal, do me a favor. Like the comments that anybody say for me, just for me, can you guys, like the ones that y'all know what I'm talking about, lethal and non-lethal, y'all know the comments that we're not letting fly in here. But can y'all, you know what to do, hide them so I can still read them, because I want to see what some people are saying. But do me a favor, folks, don't use no cuss words in here. Don't call nobody a a-hole, a butthead. Don't just speak your truth. Whatever you feel is true, speak that. But we don't got to revert to these dumb these stupid mother F. We don't need to do all that. We above that, okay? Just say these. If you want to say these cops are wrong, say that. You don't have to say these stupid mother F and a-hole cops need to. I mean, just say what you need to say, okay? All right, so the wench says, I taught my kids, you are who you run with. That's how people see you, whether you are not. Yeah, to an extent, I agree. Unless they're actually influencing them to do better. Okay, so now with that being said, let me see. Dad says the whole point is poorly trained with guns and bad attitude are allowed to enter people's homes. U.S. standard of policing is discussing. You just threw a rather. It's like, to me, Daz, it seemed like you just read a brochure and you just running off with that. You know what I mean? Again, this is what I'm trying to get at with this. You need to understand, when police do something, I just mentioned you, I don't know if you just got in here or not. I just mentioned to you that as of between the ages of 10 and 12, 13-ish, I was in, no, matter of fact, let me take that down. No, I had to be like, yeah, between 9 and 13 years old. Because of what my family do and did, I have been in 3 raids. The police, before they can come and do something like that, they have to have something called a warrant before the SWAT shows up. They have to have a warrant. They just can't show up. Oh, we're untrained. Bang, 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 bang. No, no. Again, see, like what you just did there, Daz, is what a lot of people do. You are trying to deflect away from the fact that the police acted in self-defense. They acted in self-defense. I've been in 3 raids. When they bust them doors in or come in, they are yelling, get on the ground, get on the effing ground, don't you move, get on the effing ground, da, 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 don't you move, put your hand out. That's what they're doing. That's what they do. They don't just come in and start shooting. Don't know, man. I grew up around Chicago, Decatur, Illinois. Nobody's ever heard of the police just busting in and start shooting people, man. No, they only shoot back. You know what I'm saying? They only shoot back. If you shoot at them, they're going to shoot back. Plain and simple. When they come in there and you got your hands up and you freaking out, don't you try to reach or nothing. Don't. That's what they do. I went in a program called Homework Hangout where police officers and SWAT people came in and they spoke to us. They even let us know that certain weapons that they got, the first 2 rounds that come out are rubber bullets before that 3rd one hit, if you decide to try to shoot at them. So no, man, don't, that's what I'm saying. I understand that some police officers may be like that, but let's not say it's not all of them. You know what I mean? It's not all of them, because if that's the case, people could sit there and generalize me and say, well, he's a deadbeat. Why? Because he's black, he's a male. So most likely he is somebody's baby daddy. Now, how fair would that be? Let's see. Didn't the officers ID themselves when they were banging on the door? Valerie Malone, that's what the reports say. And that's what they say. Some of the witnesses say that were there. The neighbors actually said that they saw the police. When the police banged on the door, they say that some witnesses came out the door and looked and saw the police there that banged on the door and heard the police announce themselves. So, okay, Christy Richardson said police need de-escalation courses. As a nurse, I had to take courses yearly. I think as PAs and nurses, therapists, doctors, we all have to do these things a lot too. Continuing education, how to de-escalate the situation. I get what you're saying, or to deflect the situation. I'm totally with you on that, but it all depends on the certain situation. You know what I mean? It all depends on the situation, because if somebody attacks me in the hospital, oh, it's on. Oh, I mean, oh, it's on. But I'm not gonna be the one. Now, like I said, I've been in plenty of situations. I've been in situations where I've been yelled at in the hospitals, cussed at, called the N-word. I was told that I better not touch their mom who was white because their dad was racist, whatever like that. I'm like, well, that's cool, but she's just not gonna get no treatment. I am the only person here that can help her neck. If you don't want her to be well, that's fine. But look, your wife is in pain. I understand that you don't like black people. I understand that. That's your choice, sir. But all I'm telling you is this. Do you mind if I just do something real quick to your wife's neck? It's just going to take a few moments. And once I click it back in place, I'm done. I'm going out the rest of your life. But right now, your wife is suffering, sitting there in pain. She'll look at him. Just let him do it, Bill. Jesus Christ, my neck is killing me. So he don't want to hear her going off on him at home. So I'm like, look, okay, did what I need to do. Pull, crack, snap. See, there you go. Is your headache gone? Oh my God, the instinct. No. I'm gone. Sir, you have a good one. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? But I have had to where I was treating a patient and her boyfriend said some stuff off to me and I kept on ignoring him. He kept saying some stuff off to me. I kept ignoring him. Then he walked up on me. That was different. I stood up off the ground because I was helping the girl with her pelvis because she had a broken pelvis. I stood up. And I guess squatting down, he didn't realize. Well, I guess me squatting down, he didn't realize how big of a person I am. I'm 6'3", 230, and he from when I stood up, he was probably about 5'8". So he talking trash while I'm sitting there helping this girl leg because she's crying a little bit. I'm like, but we have to do it. You better quit hurting her. I'm like, oh, sir, whatever you are, your boyfriend. Hey, look, are you her husband? Okay, well then I don't need to talk to you. Look, all we're trying to make sure that your leg, we got to make sure this happens because we don't want no scar tissue. And dude started walking towards me and stood right there by me, which means his penis was close to my head while I was squatting down. I stood up and got close to the dude's face. This is in the hospital. I got close to the dude's face. I said, you threatening me? He said, well, no. I said, no. Don't say nothing else. I just need a yes or a no. I just need to know if you threaten me because this is about to determine what the next move is about to be if you threatening me. I say, I know you see me with this badge on, you see the title and all the stuff right here, but with this badge going outside those doors, it's a whole different ball game. So I ask you again, are you threatening me? He just stood there quiet. Matter of fact, go ahead and leave, dude. You ain't this girl's husband and nothing like that. Go on and get out of here. You her boyfriend. Get out of here before I call security on you. But the only reason why I'm going to call security because they're going to come to get me off of you. So what I'm saying is that a lot of times it all depends on the situation. De-escalating the situation is one thing. But when the person is making an imminent threat, I'm defending myself. Okay, come on, Moondog. I don't know what that's about. All right, Amy G, thank you for the super chat. Says, thank you for honesty talking about these crucial issues. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Renee Bush, I thank you for the super chat, and you're welcome. Scarlett Joy says, I am a white woman, lived in a drug ghetto in the 90s. I was a trap queen like Breonna, got out without charges, seen lots of rays. If you are in the game, you know the possible outcome. Absolutely, Scarlett. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what a lot of people don't understand about that lifestyle, man. Y'all, man, I'm telling you, man, trap girls are used left and right. But the thing is, the benefit of being a trap girl is all the benefit, the benefit of being a trap girl is the things that come with it. Getting the car put in their name, getting this put in their name, and the drug money is paying for all that. I mean, come on now. Like I said, folks, she wasn't no EMT. She was an EMT. She was an EMT. She worked as an ER tech at the time. Let's see. Axum, I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, you got timed out. I don't know what you're trying to do there. Let's see. Bill McKay said, you're a better man than me. I would have put up with that crap. I didn't put up with it. Yeah, because it was the thing is, I'm one of those people, guys. I think what makes it different is that from seeing the stuff that I've seen growing up and experienced a lot of things like that, I'm just not somebody that you can intimidate. I'm just not. I don't care if you were 7 feet. I don't care if you were Shaq. I would not be intimidated by Shaq. I'm just not one of those people that I'm not bragging about myself. It's just coming up in that lifestyle and in that world and understanding what's all behind it. I just don't get intimidated. I don't fear nobody at all. So I don't care. That's why I don't care when people talk about me or say things about me. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, Bridget. Bridget said there are still white people out there that refuse medical treatment from a black person. Yeah, down there in Florida, in Panama City, there was a person that did. There was a person that did. So, but I mean, like I said, that's them. See, the thing is, what needs to be trained is these. That's why I try to teach people these mental tools. Is that you got to understand if a person like the man that act like that towards me, he is the one with the issue, not me. If your heart is filled with hatred, you are the one with the issue, not me. That's why I don't get mad at them. I feel sorry for them. Let's see. Bill McKay said, I don't mean the threat. I mean putting up with racist. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. No, I mean, I'm serious. It's Sonny said it would have never guessed 6'3". You thought I was shorter? Let's see. Concepted says $5 says black person has refused treatment from a white person. Yep. I'm pretty sure there is. I would not disagree with that. Betsy Clinton, I don't know what you're trying to say there. I don't know what that means. She's not a victim. Quit playing a victim card. She knew what she was into. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. But see, the thing is, what makes these things so different and makes it so easy for them to do this is that the fact that Breonna Taylor is not here, they can make her out to be who they want her to be. She can't even be here to say, I'm none of that. You know what I mean? Moondog, I don't know what it is that you're trying to do, but from the words that you're leaving behind, it seems like you're being a troll right now. So if you continue that up, you're just going to be completely just hidden from this channel. I'm just letting you know. Let's see. Roxanne Drew says, don't you find it odd that the police reports conflict with the press statements? I don't find it odd, not anymore. If the cops had cause, then sure. But how do I know what the truth is? The police report. Because here's the thing, Roxanne Drew, for one, again, oh my God, they won't do it. I know they won't do it. I wish I can have, I guess I could possibly have a few of my cousins who are not about that life anymore. I possibly can have them talk. I might have them blacked out, whatever, and talk behind some, or have them behind the shadow thing and talk with them. Y'all, police just don't show up. Oh my God, folks, you have to be like living in a la world to really think that the police just gonna randomly show up to the wrong address and just, let's go in here and bust in and raid. Come on now. No, that was no accident. They knew exactly where they were. Her name was on the warrant. They went back. They knew the person that they said, no, it wasn't even the right person. No, they had already had that person in custody, but then yet they went back and got a warrant to go after her too, because they were already investigating her. But we don't know that because the news is not telling y'all that. All they tell y'all is the end result. Oh, this precious girl was in her bed and got shot up, and lies, complete lies. Okay. CNN hosts were calling the black DA all kinds of names, said he's skin folk, but not kin folk. They actually said that? What? Heard Oprah was going to launch her own investigation. Oh, whatever. Oh, whatever. Oprah. I read the true information on Tatum report. She was deep into the dope game. Alan Greenson, absolutely. And that's what I said. See, the thing is, though, is like like I told y'all before, I know all those things that Breonna Taylor did, but no matter what, no matter what, what we know is that Breonna Taylor would not be sitting here dead. She would not be sitting here dead right now if that dude would not have shot that gun, plain and simple. No matter how they try to twist it. Okay, and they said, whoa, B. Tatum has body cam footage. Oh, yes, on now. Y'all. Mitch Connor, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Get 214 people that's in there right now. B. Tatum just released a body cam footage of what happened at the Breonna Taylor's residence and all that. And I'm getting ready to get that video, and I'm going to be putting it up here so that you guys can see it as well. I hope I can get this. I really, really do, because this is going to be never before seen body cam footage, which I don't know what is going to change, but at least it would be interesting to see how some of the stuff went down. But I'll continue to talk here if y'all want me to, but I'm definitely gonna be posting that. Scott, man, I'm starting to think that you in here just trying to stir up trouble. To my, like Trump said. Okay, let me see what else y'all are saying in here. Diane Bricker said, I thought they all had their cams off. I don't know. I never heard that. I wasn't talking about just Breonna. I'm talking about the complete lack of accountability for officers. I reported misconduct. It was my word against his. Roxanne Drew, I hear you on that. We were sideswiped by a undercover. No, we were sideswiped by a police officer. Me and my wife was in the van. We were sideswiped by the police officer. We didn't know it was a police officer at the time, but we know that we were hit. And then this person just drove off real fast. We got the license plate. We called the police and they came over. We gave them the license plates and all that. And they were like, oh, shoot, that's actually one of ours. And they literally told us, like, well, we're going to have to really look into this because we don't know how or what happened. I'm like, look on the side of our van. We got the marks on there. It was this black Tahoe that hit us with this this license plate. It was one of theirs. So it was like, oh, no, nothing. Go find out. Kitty catapult, because it's not about the money. They want the police to do jail. It don't even matter. I mean, it doesn't even matter. What if they retracted the money right now because, they're like, well, since they rioted, we're going to need that $12 million back to repair the city. Anthony T says, do you truly believe police went into an apartment building and shot a woman asleep in her bed for no reason? Did that ever make sense to you? No. But you know what I'm saying, though? But here's the thing. Anthony T, but what they like to do is like, it never makes no sense. They just shoot us for no reason. Then you got people like LeBron James saying, they're just lynching us. They're we can't even jog in the neighborhood. Get out of here. Get out of here. Bunch of bull crap. I swear, I think this weekend I'm just going to do a video, guys. I'm going to take y'all to where I grew up at and show y'all my house is tore up. The house that I grew up in is completely crazy. I'm going to show y'all the neighborhood and show y'all areas in the neighborhood and how it was so heavily drug infested and gang activity that it was only 1-2 ways that you can get in to this blocked area. You can come in one way and get out the other. All the other access to the streets were completely barricaded off because if they do come in there and do a raid, you have no escape way. I'm serious, man. That's why I say these people, half the people that do a lot of this talking, well, they should have did. You never even been about that life to even know this. Most criminals that get caught and all that stuff like that know they're in the wrong. But the issue that we have going on right now is that criminals have a support group right now. They have a support group from the ones that actually are responsible for making law. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it so crazy right now is that the ones that are doing evil has a support group. They have people backing them up. They get in a positive feedback loop to continue to do the wrong that they're doing, having no idea they're being played and used. The victim mentality always works, but it never gets them nowhere. But then somebody like me or a lot of other black people I know, Dr. Becton, Keith Anderson, Candice Owens, Breonna Taylor, ABL, a lot of black people that have done things with their life and have become successful. All of a sudden, we're the sellouts. We're the sellouts, though. Okay, I'll be a sellout then. Call me what you want to. I'm not there where you are, though. But I'll be a sellout. Call it what you want to. I don't care. I know the life that I came out of. I know what I experienced. I know what I went through. I know what I overcame. And with that being said, if that's the terminology that they're given for people that have become successful because they thought for themselves, they made for themselves, they hustled, got out of the lifestyle, did something with themselves, got a great families, got a great home, got a great group of friends, group of positive friends amongst people that keep on lifting them higher, giving them knowledge so they can keep their wealth and all that stuff like that. If you call that sellout, then I need to teach this course called Being a Black Sellout. How to be a black sellout. That's what I need to do. Roy Ellsworth said, write a book on it. I know, right? How to be a black sellout. Your success. That's right, Julia. She said you sold out to Jesus. You darn right. I told us. I think I did a talk on it the other day where I said, yes, I'm a sellout to Jesus. Absolutely. 100%. Not ashamed of it whatsoever. And can care less what anybody else think about me on that. Let's see here. No, Betsy Clinton, you said it makes you sad. No, it don't make me sad. I am thankful that I went through that stuff. I am thankful. If like you hear people say this all the time, if I can go back and change my life when I was growing up, what would I change? It probably would be nothing. If there was one thing I would change, I would say something like, "Oh, okay, you wish that your father and your mother would have stayed together." Right, get that. But at the same time, if what end up turning out to be bad, if you get on the straight street along with the Lord, He will use the bad situation to make something good. Where He can always meet you where you at and turn the situation around. I'm a prime example. I have friends that are prime examples. I have mentors that are prime examples, and It only comes down to if the person makes the decision to want to do right. When you make the decision to want to do right, it seems like right people get placed in your life to lead you along that way. But if you want to continue to be wrong, if you want to continue to be at a stale state, if you want to continue to be at a where there's no growth, you're going to be surrounded by people that's going to keep you at a stale state. It's going to keep you down. It's going to keep you where you won't grow. All y'all just sitting around talking about, man, these white folks doing this. Oh, man, is this systemic racism? All it is a bunch of y'all pumping each other up saying, oh, I agree with what you said. You agree with what I said. Let's talk about how we agree together. But y'all ain't going nowhere. So, y'all said something about systemic racism. Y'all said something about institutional racism, but y'all ain't going nowhere. Well, we ain't going nowhere because of systemic racism. Get out of here. You ain't going nowhere because you don't want to go nowhere. You don't want to put forth the effort. You don't want to put forth the time. You don't want to put forth the energy because it's easy to sit back and not do nothing. I kind of equivalent that to like how I tell people like how, like me, like staying in shape. You know, people, I'm not talking about people that got underlying issues. So let me make a disclaimer. I'm not talking about people that have a disability or you're decrepit or you have major pain to keep you from keeping yourself in shape. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about perfectly people who are capable of keeping themselves in shape by eating right, exercising, yada, yada, peanut butter. That's who I'm talking to right now. But on a physical level, I tell people staying out of shape is easy. I mean, just eating and sitting on your butt and not doing nothing all day long. And you go to work and you work at a computer desk where you're sitting down, you're eating after, you eat at work, you're sitting down and you go home and you sit down, watch TV, drink beer and eat food, whatever like that. And you don't do no type of extracurricular activities. You don't do no type of working out and you get big and fat. That's easy. That is real easy. Keeping yourself in shape takes work. It takes time. It takes energy to keep yourself in shape. So what I do is I compare it to how it is mentally, how it is trying to go somewhere in life. It's easy just to sit back and just eat up a bunch of crap that they're feeding you mentally. It's easy just to sit on your butt and just take the stuff that they're just handing you, take the stuff that they're feeding you mentally. But if you don't want to be like that, you have to put forth the effort to work out your brain. You have to put forth the effort to go and actually find out what knowledge and wisdom is. You have to surround yourself with people that have wisdom, the people that have knowledge, that people that are successful. Because if you don't surround yourself with like individuals, then you're just going to be stuck with the same people. You're just going to be still steady, being mentally out of shape is what you're going to be. Give me a second here. Do you feel the politicians and media are causing a racial divide, says Christy Richardson? Yes, I do. Because it only started happening just now. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. Anthony T says, why does Candice Owens get so much hate? Because she is speaking truth. You're going to get a lot of hate if you speak truth anyway. No matter what. No matter what, you're going to catch a bunch of hate. Experience said Candice Owens has too much white privilege. Apparently, I do too. I love it because the people that come at me a lot of times on my comments in my comment section, they go all into this. I bet you probably was raised by white people and you grew up in your suburban. I love it when they come at me like that. It's so awesome when they come at me thinking that I grew up in a suburban neighborhood and amongst a family of already successful people. It's like, that's because you were already in a successful environment. Your parents probably are surprise. That's why I love it though, because the more time I get, guys, the more things I'll be able to show y'all. Especially, I'm gonna try my best this weekend to show y'all one of the areas that I grew up in. Like the house is not the house. The house is like abandoned right now. And I probably walk through it and show y'all. I'll be able to show you where my room was, where my living room was, because the house is completely desolate, like tore up. And hopefully the lady I told y'all about to stay in my neighborhood, hopefully she's around so I can talk with her. But anyway, folks, yeah, I'm a sellout. Call it what you want to. No, I know Hammer Slack. I know you messing with. I know you joking. But no, I had a lawyer that left a message on here too, saying that he's a criminal defense lawyer, and he said he can tell me firsthand that white privilege does exist. And he said it exists. He said, but a lot of y'all white people don't know that y'all actually have it because it's in y'all subconscious. So I told him, so I guess in my subconscious, I am somebody's baby daddy. I have bastard children. And I'm prone to just commit a crime because it's in my subconscious. I said, no, sir. Racism and all that stuff like that is taught. Don't even try that. Plain and simple. Sonny said, am I scared to go back? No, I'm telling y'all, I hope you're going to see when I go back, watch, I'm going to see if my son will go with me, but he probably won't because he's just embarrassed. But if I go back, you're going to see how the hood, how they greet me. They know exactly who I am and what I do. They know I came from there. It's nothing to be scared to go back to. Those are my people. You know what I'm saying? When I say my people, I'm talking about those are the folks that I grew up around. There's black people there. There's white people there. Some of them houses are completely ran down and tore up and all that. Sparky said they thought I was around 5'8". Golly, no, I'm not 5'8". I was about 5'8" I was 5'8" probably in the 9th grade. Absolutely, I'm a sellout to Jesus. No joke on that. Am I concerned about mail-in ballots, Anthony T? Actually, I don't know. I know I won't be mailing nothing in. Anthony T, it's gonna be my first year voting in my whole entire life. So I'm not mailing in nothing. I'm going down. I'll probably say it out loud. I'm voting for. No, I'm just kidding. Windex said at work, people have to go to classes to be aware of our subconscious so we don't let out microaggressions. It's choices, folks. I don't care what they try to tell y'all. I don't care what they try to implement in y'all. No way. Absolutely no way. That almost likes to let me know that y'all might have some chip in y'all brain or something like that you have no control over. You tell them you have no control over your thoughts. Well, the subconscious, I know that. I had to study the brain, I had to study neurology and all that. I know that they talk about the subconscious, how things can be in there without you even knowing, and they can. I get that, but what I'm saying, when those things do arise and they hit the frontal lobe, where your reasoning takes place at, you have to make a conscious decision whether you want to react on those thoughts or not. You react on them, that's you. Dan and Sam Nick said, my first year voting too. Wow. Lisa Michelle, how are you doing? You want your vote to count. Don't mail it in. I don't know how this is going to work. Anyway, folks, with that being said, all 235 people in here right now, I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up so it can be circulated. But what I want to do right now, I want to get ready to get out of here so I can get that video and post it up here, because I know Tatum got a lot of people on his channel that watches him, but the fact that me, him, ABL, Derek, a lot of folks, Jericho Green, a lot of us got different folks that we actually can affect. So what I want to try to do, I want to try to get off of here and be able to post that video and circulate there from Tatum. So again, if you are on your computer, it just takes for you to look down there, look down at the bottom. You can see there's something that you can click. You can click the thumbs up button. Giving it a thumbs up and sharing the video will allow us to be circulated. If you guys are definitely on board and you like what is being talked about amongst us and you like the messages being pushed out here and you feel that there's family members or other folks that y'all know that should see this, you guys have the power to share. I don't have Facebook. I don't know if I'm going to ever have Facebook because too much stuff I'm hearing about Facebook is no bueno. So what I'm saying is this: you guys are the ones that can be responsible for this message being pushed out. Share it with whoever you know, family members, whatever the case may be. Share it with people. That's how the messages get out there. If you say, well, how are we ever going to unite if we can't? Well, that's my thing is it starts with you guys also sharing the message yourself. So With that being said, again, 218 people in here. I appreciate it. If you guys get a video a thumbs up, you click the thumbs up button. It allows us to be circulated as well. When this video is over with, any comments that you guys want to leave it down there below, because I would like to hear some of y'all thought process. I know I wasn't able to catch everything over here in the live feeds, whichever side is on, wherever that. I know I wasn't able to catch everything, but again, I appreciate you guys all being in here. Hope to hear from you guys again. I will, but I'm getting ready to post this video up that Tatum released, and I definitely want to see what you guys' thoughts going to be on that, and hopefully, we can have a little bit more clarity in it, even though the situation is always over. So we're about an hour in, and with that being said, I'm about to check out. I hope and pray that every last one of you guys that listen to me right now have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.